Now, going into this movie, you might think this movie is about two generations of people trying to not be eaten by dinosaurs. That's not what this movie's about. As my friend Yoda here would say, begun. The Clone War has. My name is Tom, and this is my review for Jurassic World Dominion. So Jurassic World Dominion picks up after the events of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Fallen Kingdom? Lost Kingdom? Fallen Kingdom? I can't fucking remember. And this movie's getting a lot of negative response. There are people that are not liking this movie. There are people that are liking this movie. I haven't seen anybody say they really, straight up, really loved the movie. When you go into a movie titled Jurassic World Dominion, you don't exactly expect Shakespeare. And, you know, look, there are people, obviously, like I said, who have varied opinions on this movie. And I'd be lying to you if I said that I did not enjoy this movie. That would be a lie. I did. I enjoyed this movie. But let's get the negatives out of the way first, because I've only got a few negatives, and then the rest of the movie is pretty positive for me. So a couple of the negatives I have. First of all, I think this movie is about 10 or 15 minutes too long. I definitely felt the runtime of this movie. And I think part of the reason that I felt like this movie was too long is because a big chunk of the movie is all exposition. There's a lot of exposition in the movie that is just, it's boring. It's a lot of science talk. It's boring and it's not interesting and you don't care about it. And so you have a lot of time spent with this antagonist who's running this big company, who's trying to do stuff with the dinosaurs and with the planet that the good guys don't like. And it's, you know, good guys versus big corporation with dinosaurs in the middle. And so, you know, the whole antagonist situation with the evil corporation and the labs and the science and all that stuff, pretty boring and pretty uninteresting and not very entertaining at all. The rest of the movie, though, is quite fun. You know, seeing all the action, seeing them run away from dinosaurs, seeing Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard run away from dinosaurs, not get eaten by dinosaurs, seeing a few people get eaten by dinosaurs, which is my other negative. I wanted more of the dinosaurs eating people. You know, there's a few moments in this movie where you actually see a dinosaur reach down and grab a guy and eat him. Spoiler alert. But I wanted more of that, you know, more chaos throughout the movie, more dinosaur kind of chaos. And I feel like it didn't really deliver much on that. And the actual plot, you know, the actual plot storyline of this movie is a little bit blasé, is probably the best way I can describe it. I don't think it's great, but who's really going to see a Jurassic World movie for the deep plot story work? Not me, but I will just say it was not great. All that aside, I had a great time watching this movie. Just watching these characters, watching these actors run away from dinosaurs, watching the dinosaurs. There are some dinosaur fights in the movie. There's some great action scenes in the movie. A lot of great humor in the movie. I found this movie quite funny. And especially when you get to, you know, Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum's character, and you have Sam Neill and Laura Dern back, and they're back together again. And when the new generation of the Jurassic World people meet the original 3 Jurassic Park people and they all come together, honestly, it felt kind of magical. And seeing them all together and seeing them all team up, and that was all great. I enjoyed all of that stuff. And there's some great humor in the movie. There's some great action throughout the movie. The CGI on display, some of it's a little wonky. Like, there are some shots that you could cherry pick and go, that is a not completely rendered dinosaur. But there are some also, for the most part, fantastic visual effects as far as the dinosaur CGI and the environments. And there's a new character in the movie played by DeWanda Wise. She's a pilot. And oh my God, if she isn't the standout of the movie, she stole the show for me. She had some of the best lines in the movie. She had some of the best moments in the film as well. And I know that this isn't really like Jurassic Park related, but I'll throw this in here. And I sort of got this from the trailer, right? So in the movie, of course, you have Laura Dern and Sam Neill reunite together, and of course, Jeff Goldblum. The 3 of them come together, and I couldn't help. I'm watching the movie, and all I could think about was The Force Awakens, and all I could think was, man, if only The Force Awakens, which I love, I love that movie, if only they brought together the original 3 Star Wars actors the way they brought them together in Jurassic World Dominion. If only Luke, Han, and Leia came together the same way that Alan, Ellie, and Ian came together in Jurassic World Dominion. Not like the exact same way, but in a similar way. Because it elicited, when watching this movie, it elicited that sort of response from it, that nostalgic response for the first Jurassic Park, seeing these 3 legacy actors come back to this franchise after so long for the conclusion of this franchise. It just gave me what I think a lot of us Star Wars fans were missing with the sequel trilogy, and we always have that lament of not seeing the original 3 back together on the screen again, and Jurassic World Dominion did that for the Jurassic World franchise. I'll say what I've been saying in a lot of my reviews recently, and people want to throw out the word nostalgia and how, they say it like it's a dirty word, and there's a lot of the nostalgia bait in this movie. There is, for sure. I'd be lying to you if it wasn't. Some of it wasn't completely blatant. Some of it was used for some great humorous moments. Some of it was just completely blatant and very unnecessary. Also, the whole, people, trying to we have to live with the dinosaurs. They're out there now. We have to find a way to coexist. That's a big theme of the movie. And I wanted that theme to be hit on a little bit harder. But you know what? It was still satisfying to me. And overall, I had a pretty good time watching Jurassic World Dominion. Look, is it going to end up one of my top 10 favorite movies of 2022? No, probably not. It's a flawed movie. I can see that. It's a flawed movie. But at the end of the day, if you leave a movie having had a good time despite some flaws that you may have, then the movie did its job. It entertained me for 2 hours and however long it is. It entertained me for the majority of that time, and the good certainly outweighed the bad for me. So, I want to know in the comment section below, what did you guys think of Jurassic World Dominion? Some people aren't liking it. This movie is not for everybody, and that's okay. And I want to know what you guys think. If you guys liked it, didn't like it, whatever you thought about it, make sure you jump down in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Thank you very much for watching, guys. My name is Tom. If you haven't been here before, hit that subscribe button, ring that notifications bell, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.